Hi everyone, my name is Jody Geisler. I just want to do a quick little intro video here, a little bit about myself and then a little bit about the class. Um, I've been teaching for 5 years now in the Superior School District, and I'm going in my 6th year teaching, all at the middle school in Superior. And last winter, I graduated with my master's in education principalship, and so I am eligible to be a principal K through 12, while I am eligible for teaching 6 through 12 secondary. Anyways, I'm going to just show you a little bit about this course. I'm hoping to keep it as simple as possible each week. And a couple of things to remember is to read the directions. Just take 10 minutes each week and read the directions. It's really important. And I have my view here. And if you were to click in, let me see, I can go to student view so I can see what you all see. Click on start here for each week. And this week, just a little introduction to the overall week and essential question. I have a couple of readings here for you, and then a weekly response. Each week you'll have a weekly response except for maybe 1 week later in the year. And so you have a weekly response every week, and usually there's a set of questions that I want you to answer, and then you just copy and paste uh, whatever the directions say, whichever number, you just copy and paste it right into the discussion board. And that's kind of your discussion. Um, so your weekly response will blend right into the discussion board. They're not really two separate things. Um, and for this week, then read the syllabus, assignment schedule. Make sure you have a book by next Monday. It is the 7th edition of the book that you need. Um, and here are the questions I want you to answer. And for that, we can go back. And if you go to discussion for this week, it's 5 points. And click on reply, and then you can reply right there. You can copy and paste the numbers right in there if you'd want. If you like, you don't have to. You can just answer them the way it is. Um, and here's the rubric here. I created a really short, quick rubric for the weekly responses. That'll be graded. Um, and here it is right here. Just 5 points each week. I believe there's 13 of them you'll end up doing, so that's 65 points. And if my math is correct. So that's the first week. Um, Let's see. Oh, and Module 1 platform paper, don't freak out too much on it because it's not due until like week 4. So if you click on Module 1 platform paper, I have the instructions and rubric. So Module 1 will go through weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's 40 points. And I just wanted you to have an early access to it by week 1 if you want to take a quick peek and see what it is going to be, what it's going to end up being about. Um, I'll leave student view. We can take a look ahead in the future. Week 2 start here. So there's presentations, instructional presentations for some of these, um, for some of the weeks, and you just go through and present or look at the presentation and take some notes for each week. And then there's a response and discussion. Like I said, if you go to the response for each week, it'll just simply say copy and paste response to one of the questions. That's your discussion board right there. And then of course you have to reply. But each initial discussions due by Friday of the week, and then the 2 posts for classmates is due by the Sunday. So that is week 2 there. You'll and I'll usually by the weekend I'll post it so you have a little bit of exposure to the next week then. So for week 1 coming up here this coming week, I'll post the week 2 by this weekend. And like I said, so then module 1 goes through here through week 3, and then week 4, and then finally week 4, your platform paper is due. If you click on there, it'll go to your rubric for it. And there's the rubric, and there's 40 points total. Really pay attention on the rubrics to what you need to get as far as a 9 to 10 range. If you don't understand something, please email me. Um, And yeah, and every once in a while I will post videos like this kind of explaining what's going on. By all means, email me. I don't have office hours necessarily. Email me. I'll get back within 24 hours. Most of the time, I'll get back even quicker than that. So if you have any questions, please email me. But this is kind of what the course will look like. We'll have several modules. You have module 1 here. Module 2 starts week 5 and goes on. So in the first module, what we'll be doing is figuring out why do we teach social studies. Module 2 is going to be more on what should students learn with social studies and looking at a lot of standards um, and unpacking them and figuring out what standards are essential that kids absolutely cannot leave their grade level without knowing. And then at the end of this module, you will be creating an assessment plan. Then module 3 will be going on how students should be learning social studies uh, and looking at that. And then by the end of module 3, you'll create a unit plan draft. Then module 4 is right here, and you'll be doing a little micro teaching and reflection, and that is part of this course where you will be doing some micro teaching, like a planned lesson that you have. More on that later. Don't freak out too much about it later. Really, the important thing here in my class is to learn and just learn as much as you can and try to improve yourself as an instructor. Um, and then finally, the module 4 and module 4 unit plan final, and of course, the micro teaching and reflection at the very end of the year. But like I said, don't freak out too much looking ahead. It's going to be it's a pretty long semester. And my plan is for you to hopefully not get confused by what I have on here. And if there's any questions, please feel free to email me. And I can't wait to work with everyone here.